We're looking here again, once again, at the SpaceX launch site, South Texas, Boca Chica, everybody. Paul Marcus, Ocean Camera Space Corp CEO and host, joined by, on my left, don't say too much, Cosmic Professor Jim is here as well. And I did just upload a summary of the, if you don't want to spend a lot of time here watching some of the live streams, I did a midday update, which is processing now on YouTube. But so that will be available if you just like the short and concise what's happening here. I will do an update tonight as well. I'll pass it to the Cosmic Jim. He can say a few words, but mostly I'm going to be dictating this live stream and going forward.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. There's a lot of stuff going on today because they're getting in preparation for Elon showing up here Thursday evening at 8 o'clock. But they're painting, they've just finished the fence. They just finished painting it this morning. They're moving stuff around. They're painting the methane tanks right now. They're pouring concrete, moving some stuff around. It's really exciting here today. A little breeze, but some nice sunshine. Good time to catch some vitamin D. Stay warm, everybody, up north. There's still some cold weather up north, but they're finishing the high bay. This new double bay, the wide bay, is just about finished. They finished all the major outside construction, but a lot of good progress today. And we're right here by the ocean. You can see the Gulf of Mexico to the left, and you can see Mexico all the way south if you really try. But yeah, we're happy to be here. We're on top of the Cosmic Camper.
All right, thanks Cosmic Jim. That's good stuff. So the ocean is that way to the left, getting that ocean view. And we're just gonna start out here. There's gonna be here probably the next hour or more. As Jim mentioned, they are painting the methane tanks here.
It really looks nice with the white improvement there. They washed it off this morning and then they painted it.
Yeah, so they power washed it this morning. That's what we're seeing coming out the main gate there. And this morning we did a live stream, February 8th, 2022. And there were some water coming around the main gate entrance at the left side there. But we're looking at the painting of the methane tank. So they were power washing the tanks this morning, and now they're actually painting the methane tanks. Some other painting we saw was with this black wall here in front of us. Now black. This morning it was not entirely black. There was a lot of white primer that had been put up there. But so they are kind of doing site beautification here at the moment, probably in anticipation of this coming Thursday when they will do the Starship presentation here at the launch site. So we were earlier today, this morning, from 8:45-ish till just after noon. We were over there in front of the main gate. And now we're getting the view here from the in front of the methane tank area on top of Cosmic Professor Jim's RV. Getting the raised off the street view, which is kind of unique. And you can see they are still rolling some of the black paint onto this wall here, fence.
One of the pictures when the jets went over the other day, they took a picture of the Starship, and you can see the Cosmic Camper in the background.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Okay. So there was maybe an astronaut that flew over a couple days ago, and you could see the Cosmic Professor Jim RV camper in one of the photos, video, I believe. Anyway, we're looking at some of the methane tanks. I was just chatting with Jim here. And looking at the piping here, they moved the piping in quite a ways. I'll zoom out so you get the shot a little better. This, I'll lock it in here. This piping used to go to the right much further and it used to go all the way back to the site. It used to go extend all the way back and then cross over here on the left. In the back there, we can see in the front it crosses to the right, but in the back it no longer reaches in the back that way. There used to be some piping that would cross back there and make a rectangle. So they took that piping away, disconnected it. So there was
a big berm of dirt here, right?
Yeah,
Inside of the tank, and
they're continuing to do a lot of work here on the piping, and yeah, so that's a big thing that's still happening. Earlier today, this morning, we saw some moving of some of the white piping around here, and there's some cement trucks coming in and out, concrete trucks, and so they're doing some concrete work there over by what Jim was saying was maybe a helium tank up that way. You want to tell us about the helium tanks and the pressure and all that?
Yeah, it's the high pressure tanks over there, right on the side of the that yellow forklift, and they're little tanks. They're small, long cylindrical tanks, and they have high pressure helium in there.
Why are they so small?
Well, there have to be higher pressure to hold the helium because it doesn't liquefy. It's inert gas. It's one of the noble gases. Helium is one of the major elements in the universe, but there's not a whole lot on Earth. But it's very expensive, and it's somehow they clean the lines, or the helium will be used for something. You can make a lot of balloons if they wanted helium balloons, but I'm joking now. But yeah, that's those long, thin tanks. It says helium on the side.
So the reason there's many tanks is why?
It's because it's such high pressure. They have to, if you want to bring much in, you have to have it under real high pressure, and that's why the smaller tank can hold a lot more pressure than a big tank.
So the big tank at that pressure would not withstand it?
No. It's much higher pressure. Maybe 2 to 3 times higher, maybe more. I don't know.
You said that's just gas?
It's just gas. It's helium.
Not a liquid, but it's gas.
It's a helium, high pressure helium gas. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, to liquefy liquid helium is extremely hard. You have to be real close to absolute zero. It doesn't want to liquefy. The atoms are happy. They got the outer shell. It's completely the outer shell of the electrons are all happy. They're not wanting to join with anyone. Yeah,
the valence levels of the electron and the helium are full.
Right.
It's only two s orbitals kind of filled with electrons there.
There's 2 protons, 2 neutrons.
2 electrons, yeah. There's no ionization there or anything like that. Well, there could be, but there's no...
there is helium-3.
Yeah, there's helium-3 on the moon, which it's speculated that China is already apparently maybe mining some of the helium-3 on the far side of the moon. But we just can't see it here on the Earth.
In a fusion reaction, they do make helium-3
oh, yeah.
on Earth, but it's hard to do, and it's used in fusion reactors.
Okay.
We're trying to get fusion.
There's a lot of talk about thorium reactors. You know anything about thorium?
That's more of a fissionable.
You want to talk about thorium?
Not too much. I don't know
forget
a whole
it.
lot about it.
Forget
uranium
it.
and thorium. And
Okay, forget it.
It breaks down into fusion.
All right.
But there's a thorium cycle. I never really studied the thorium cycle very much, but yeah, it's a lot like uranium, radioactive.
So we got the sheriff down there. There was another sheriff that passed us where the road closure has not been canceled today. So it's still in effect, but they haven't enforced it and they haven't started it. So the sheriff is probably still down there. Usually the sheriff parks down there anyways, but whenever they do the road closure, the sheriff will clear everybody out and make sure it's vacant of people. It does not look like they're going to do a road closure, but maybe they're just they're on hand in case they do decide to go forward with the road closure. I get a
grinder weed here is a guy cutting concrete.
Yeah.
Cutting concrete up.
So that is the beach down that way, everybody. I'll get some shots of the methane tanks here next, and possibly what might happen next going forward. We'll get some shots here right now, everybody. Getting some shots. right here, today we have an excellent view of the side of the methane I'll finish the sentence. Yeah, today we have an excellent view of the side of the methane tanks here and the wall, kind of the dirt wall there. So they're prepping it right now, and they're most likely gonna, we saw some gratings over there by the main entrance, just behind the fence on the left side of the main entrance there. And they're probably gonna move that over here and use it as a, some wire mesh in the, we can even see some wire mesh there. Look at that, everybody. There is some wire mesh there on the ground, so they'll be moving the rest of it over here and tying it into the rebar up there, and then concreting that whole side of the wall there. Probably what we're going to see next happen here. And then maybe they will add those other 2 tanks that we saw several days ago that I got on video down by the build site. They'll be moving them down maybe in the next couple days, or otherwise next week or something. They will move those 2 white methane tanks, additional white tanks that we saw over there at the build site, and park them over here. They'll probably need a crane to lift them into place or whatever, but first we need the concrete underneath. I believe they will need to get the footers in and stuff like that before they offload the tanks to this area here.
There's a good possibility that Elon will be speaking directly ahead of us here.
Oh, okay.
Because
let me let you talk. Just a minute.
Just a minute. Background. If you look at some of the renderings of people's display where they set up a TV screen behind Elon or side of him with the starships in the background, it would be a good possibility they may set it up right here in front of us. We'll see. No one knows for sure where it's or how it's going to be, but we're hopeful.
And I was seeing some pallets being stacked over there toward the helium tanks we just looked at. To the left of that, they did offload a large pallet, a wooden pallet, and it looked like they may be building a stage over there as well. So I'm not sure where they're going to have that platform, if it in fact is going to turn out to be here.
And they may move it over here even.
Yeah, they could move it in front of us, is what Michael's saying, what Jim is saying. Yeah, a lot of painting of the methane tanks, yes. Even a lot of painting all over the site, right? They got this wall they just finished painting black or darker color, and now the methane tanks are being painted. So let me see. Quay's not a crime. Hey Paul, me and my fiance have been there right the next day after the storm Nicholas. This view is just gorgeous. Yeah, thanks. Quay's not a crime. I'm not sure what that means, but cool. Yeah, it's a good site, good spot. It's nice that they took away the dirt berm that was here and they put up this black see-through wall, so at least we can see through. It's not, even though it was nicer when they didn't have the black wall here. It's still a lot nicer than we had the lower level berm. So they took away this berm here along the road, and they took away the big berm over there right next to the big white methane tanks. So
we're above the fence.
And we are above the fence, says Jim. That is correct. We are above the height of the fence here.
We got a good view here.
And that's about everything that's going on. I haven't focused on the booster in this shot, but Jim was just pointing out to me that there were, before the lunch break finished, there was some people right up there on top of the booster moving around. I don't see them right now, but it is now currently 1:08 p.m. and
lunch break.
The lunch break is maybe finished in the last half hour, and maybe they'll be coming back to do some more work at the top of the booster 4. Again, just a reminder, I did upload a summary of the site in 4K, a 3-minute clip. If you wanted to check out that upload, it's a pretty rapid pace overview of what's been happening here as of today, and I think it's called the midday update. If you want to just don't want to spend a lot of time and just want to see the rapid pace of the developments here today. I'm not sure if that posted yet, but I did finish uploading it. I know it needs a little time to finish processing, but it whether it's live now as of 1:08 p.m. or comes live later today. Tonight I may do an update as well. Last night I did my first update of the 24/7 cam live stream. So I may do another update tonight of everything that's happened after I get home tonight, and late into the evening I'll probably look at the live stream and kind of do a summary of the day based on what's shown on the zoomed out live stream camera. And I might continue doing that going forward. It's kind of another nice thing that I can do. It doesn't take a lot of effort, and it's a way to rapidly share the information. So if you go to No Enemies, I believe, or Bruins on 19 just got a job. For those of you whose times are shorter or just want a summary, I will keep developing that and seeing what I can do with that as well. Green Sky, nice to see you here again. Awesome. QA is for quality assurance. Okay. QA is not a crime. Quality assurance is not a crime, is the profile. QA is not a crime. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, lots happened, Green Sky. They've been doing a lot of preparation for most likely Thursday, and also for the lifting of the Starship. So. They're doing preparations at the base of the Starship as well, where it would connect to the quick disconnect. We don't really have that shot from this angle. I had it earlier in the previous live stream. You could see there was a lift there at the base where the quick disconnect or the fuel will connect to the Starship.
Get a chance, subscribe to that ocean cam.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you like. I do have a Nightbot that now says that automatically.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I activated the Nightbot recently, so we don't have to say that anymore.
Well, it's still good to suggest.
Yeah, and I know on the live stream 24/7 cam, there's the Nightbot operates off of how many comments are in the chat, and also based on time. And since there's not a lot of comments in the 24/7 camera, but there's a bunch of comments here, so the Nightbot doesn't differentiate between the two streams. So that's why there's a lot of Nightbot repetitive commands over there, even though there's not really a lot of people in the chat over there. So that's just the nature of the game right now. But in the future, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get that situated, but yeah, that's why there's a lot of repetitive commands in that live stream right now. So it's working off of this live stream and the others here that you might be watching.
We even swept the grounds this morning with the sweeper here alongside the fence.
Yeah, I don't know if the quick disconnect has touched the booster. It looks like it might be attached somewhat right now, but I don't know if it's actually touched the booster or not. I would need my other camera to do that. Yeah.
I think it is, but yeah, you can't tell for sure. It stabilizes it.
Robert says the quick disconnect has been disconnected. Cool. I don't know what that means. Robert, was it connected and now it's disconnected? I'm not sure what you're saying there. But there is a lot of silicon in the air and a lot of dust from over the trucks passing the main gate over there. So I'm feeling my voice a little bit. But I'm doing it at a pace here. I'm not overdoing it. So they got the crane here coming through. See where they're going with this thing. Not sure.
There's a wind speed
anemometer on top. There's an anemometer on top of that thing. But maybe they're going to be doing something with some of those pumps over there, the well pumps or whatever, with that crane. We'll see. Sometimes they do that kind of work over there with this type of crane.
So. One of those anemometers on top of my camper here, just to see wind speed.
What for? Oh, yeah?
To be able to tell wind speed.
All right.
Kind of a weather.
So there's a bunch of lifts here on the site. The wind has calmed down quite a bit. There's still a little wind. And there's a few cranes here on the site as well. There's another one of those yellow cranes over there as well. Okay, Asteroid Boy says a quick disconnect on the Starship stand was stuck. They just got it fixed. Awesome. So the Starship was kind of attached to the stand, is what you're saying.
You got lunch?
Interesting.
Lunch? I don't either. I can cook something, but I don't have it.
Thanks, Asteroid Boy.
You're welcome to come up anytime. All right.
Painting the sponsors.
Oh yeah. I guess they're painting everything they can paint here, because they want them to look nice for Thursday. You know, even if it's not going to be important, they're going to paint it. Hey William, thanks Asteroid Boy too. Well, this site has been a lot of activity for the since last summer, 2021. This has been a bustle of activity and all kind of dirt and fumes and everything. So it's going to be nice to see it in tip-top shape this Thursday. QA is not a crime says he's actually talking about the quick disconnect on the booster, and whether or not it's connected or not. So I'm not sure. Again, I would need my Nikon camera, and the Nikon camera is currently at the remote camera site doing the 24/7 live stream. I may be able to leave my phone over there and get the same view and use that Nikon for days like today. I need to sort that out. I currently have a 5-hour limitation on the Nikon camera as far as usage here on the site, due to my solar panel being at the remote camera site. So I used to have that hooked up to my truck, but I can't really easily take it from the remote camera site. It's about a quarter-mile walk off the road, or quarter-mile to 5-mile walk off the road. Don't want to tell anyone where I am. It's about 5-mile walk to the remote camera site. Sorry everybody, I was a little bit indiscriminate there with the time distance. Yeah.
Hardly a cloud in the sky. It's
Yeah.
really beautiful
No
day.
clouds in the sky, everybody. Not a one.
It's probably in the 60s.
Not even over there where we see it looks like a cloud. That's not actually a cloud. Now we definitely can't see any clouds.
Well, there are no.
There are some clouds over there on the Mexican side of the border.
Right, yeah.
The Mexicans over there are making the sky dirty with their clouds.
Oh no.
That's a joke, everybody.
It's just a trace.
Just a joke.
It's just a trace of high clouds.
Yeah. Clouds are natural, especially here close to the coast. The clouds usually come from the northwest or from the south or the east.
It looked like yesterday the storm was being created here at the tip of Texas.
Yeah, we don't usually get storms or clouds from the west. It's either from the north, the south, or the east.
Yeah.
What we usually get. So, and sometimes they'll come from the east and go south and then go around north or something.
Out by South Bend, Indiana today,
Yeah.
It's sunny but very cold.
Okay.
Below freezing. It's
Okay.
been below freezing all week.
Excellent.
They got a foot of snow, but
Anyway, so there's not much going on here that's maybe worthy of watching, unless you just like to watch it and be in touch with what's going on here at the SpaceX launch site, South Texas, Starbase, Ocean Camera Space Corp. It looks to me like, I don't know if they're going to do it, but they have some tanks over there. Maybe some welding tanks they're maybe offloading. Butane. No, some other.
I think those are argon.
Argon, that's what I meant.
I don't know.
Argon is the correct word.
Welding, they use that a lot.
For welding, yeah. That is also in the same area where those well pumps are, which they have not installed yet. I don't know if they're going to do that the next couple days. I don't see that happening anytime soon. That kind of takes more people and more effort than maybe they're willing to spend right now on some pumps, but we'll see.
They're increasing the scaffolding here right in front of us. The scaffolding over here. Like
Oh, yeah.
Way more concrete.
Think so?
We got some form that started.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's a good note. Jim was mentioning that there is some more scaffolding possibly going up here. We see they got one of the wood board there. Maybe they're going to keep repairing to put some concrete down or something like that.
Rebar sticking out already.
Yeah, we can see the rebar down there toward the base down that way. So maybe they'll put another a little semi-high wall or some kind of concrete additional wall over there in front of that scaffolding.
They call those two brown tanks the tea kettle. They call it a tea kettle because
Oh.
it percolates. It was all white.
Yeah, I've seen
frost
that.
the other day.
Which one? The back there?
Those brown
The ones back there?
side of each other with the stacks coming out.
Oh, okay. You want to talk about that?
It's a little.
Yeah, I'll let you talk about that. Talk about what you saw.
Yeah, they had the nitrogen go through there, and it frosted the two brown canisters with the stacks coming out, and they completely frosted up the other day. They had the methane they were running through the system to pressurize something, but they were all completely frosted. It was quite impressive. Yeah, they've had a lot of release of nitrogen around here, but they got to make sure everything works. They've got some new piping going out here, but we're not sure where it's going to end up. Probably onto the launch pad, the launch tower. And they're almost finished with the paint job on the methane tank.
So we're sitting here in t-shirts, enjoying the sunny day. It's the first day that we've really been able to get outside and enjoy the sun, the warm weather. The nights have been cold, and
You want real cold, go up to Michigan or anything.
Yeah,
It's
good
17
stuff.
degrees there at night, and it's still below freezing through the day.
yeah. So what kind of tank was what was that, filled with nitrogen or methane over there?
Nitrogen.
That was filled with nitrogen, everybody, apparently.
Because they were.
But we're talking about these two brown tanks over there, not the white ones. We're talking about the brown ones back that way.
Methane.
Yeah.
And the brown ones.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see here.
There's a name for them. Tea kettle something. It's tea kettle.
Oh, okay.
Regulator.
Jim's saying these tanks back there with the spouts coming out the top are tea kettles.
Tea kettle.
Just giving tea kettles, everybody. Oh, another sheriff just showed up here.
Sheriff relief.
Oh, relief for the sheriff? Yeah, probably.
Relief exchange.
Yeah, the big white ones are methane. That's correct, Asteroid Boy.
Almost finished painting.
I don't think I'm going to make it till the end of the day here, everybody. I'm probably going to get out of here in the next hour or so. Maybe 45 minutes. It's kind of a relaxing, mellow, turned out to be a mellow day.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And I'll save up my energy, strength, and interest for tomorrow. Yep. Green Sky 01 says the quick QD arm supplies power and liquids to the Starship. Power and liquids to the Starship. Awesome, awesome. I get a shot here of the pads A and B. Yeah, Asteroid Boy 2, what I can tell you is I just personally don't think they're going to lift the Starship today. And that's because of the scaffolding on the tower up there. Scaffolding on the tower. I forgot how they say that, but there is a what's this called? There's a actor who mimics some of the. You know that guy who I'm talking about? Yeah. The Auto Grow Show says, I don't know what I'm talking about. Cool. Yeah, I don't think they're lifting the Starship today, but I could be wrong. But if they do it with the chopsticks, I don't think it's going to happen today. Not unless they really get to it and take that scaffolding off. But we'll see. Last week I called it for Wednesday, so we'll see if it turns out to be Wednesday again, as I called it last week.
If they do, we'll be here to show it to you.
Yeah, we'll be here either way. Today and tomorrow and Thursday as well. So
They got a bucket going up the other
I
side
will
again.
be here over the next this week.
There's another bucket going up the
There's a
back side
chance
of the
that
picture.
Friday, that Thursday may be so spectacular that I will say, yeah, there's no point going on Friday because we'll have seen everything on Thursday. So there is that chance that may happen. It may turn out that way, or the weather might change, or aliens might land at the White House, and we might have a different a shift in the interest here at the launch site. But
There's a guy out on the quick disconnect tower.
looks like Thursday is going to be the big one of the big days, if not tomorrow, Wednesday. Today is Tuesday. Cool. The Auto Grow Shed is just joking, man. You guys are cool. Can't wait until Thursday, or Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day it happens. Auto Grow, you're awesome as well. So thanks for sharing your thoughts.
Elon's presentation is 8 o'clock Thursday evening.
They can't hear you over there, man.
Okay. There you go. Elon's presentation is Thursday evening at 8 p.m. Central Time. That would be 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
It's 1:28 right now, so you can.
Yeah, it's 1:28
do the
here.
calculation. We're
Local.
talking 8 p.m. Thursday.
We could do Greenwich Mean Time, but we're not going to. Yeah, it's a beautiful
You're
day.
welcome, man. Thank you.
All right.
No problem, man.
There's somebody going out on that scaffolding right now, so maybe they'll remove part of that right now. Glad I didn't move out of this spot because, man, everybody. There's another water tank.
Yeah, well, I get a shot of this. This is going to be a shot of. You can see a bunch of gentlemen here working on this. This was a culvert underneath the big berm, and it's just strange to me that they would be doing so much work on this culvert. But I guess, you know, if you were ever in the military, or if you have a boss that ever shows up to your job site, you want all your clothing to be dust free and all your metals on your uniform to be in place a certain distance from the edge of your shoulder or whatever it is. So that appears to me what they're doing here with this culvert and with the wall and everything else here on site. They're just making it look spiffy so that when everything comes, when they, why else would you paint and why else would you paint a culvert?
Yeah, Paul,
And
you were in the military, man.
why would you scrub the dust off of a culvert and paint it? Otherwise, then beautification, everybody. So, yep. So that's Okay, Green Sky says, 01, when do you guys think would be the first manned Starship flight? I'm actually interested in the first womaned Starship flight,
Well, there we go.
but the first first human Starship flight with a person inside. I got you, with a person inside.
Next year he's going to send one of these.
I don't
ships
know
to the
when the
moon.
next one would be. Yeah.
He's going to send one of these to the moon with nobody in it.
Right, okay.
one's gonna
I'm
go.
not sure when the next one's going to go. Maybe in 2024. I think I may have heard something about 2024 with a maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about that. But the next, maybe the first Starship flight, unmanned. I'm thinking maybe sometime between now and June of this year, 2022.
Will have to be after March 1st.
Yeah, it's gonna be between March and maybe June. I'm thinking June is what I'm thinking, but what do I know? I'm just thinking, pulling the number out of the hat, but probably, it may take until June, if not longer. Quality QA is not a crime says flight license net a month from now. Yeah, I think they have permission from the FAA already to launch, but they don't have the permission from the environmental review from the FAA to launch. So okay, Owain asks about the scaffolding on the tower. So I'll get that shot. I don't see, yeah, there's a little bit of scaffolding beneath the quick disconnect. I'll zoom in as much as I can with this camera. Just beneath the quick disconnect there on the left-hand side there, right below the QD, there is some scaffolding on the left side.
There's a guy up on it right now.
I don't think there's somebody up there as well. You can see there toward the top of the screen. Maybe I can zoom out to make that a little clearer, but there is somebody up there. I don't see them taking that off completely by today and doing a lift.
Well, they can raise that up.
They could raise it up,
right.
but you think they could? Yeah. So maybe I don't know if they would raise it up and do that.
There's a little scaffolding underneath it though. There's
Yeah.
like 3 levels.
There is a couple levels underneath that individual up there, but I could see them possibly raising the chopsticks over the top of the Starship, lowering the chopsticks down, and then getting the chopsticks in position to raise the Starship. But I don't see them lifting the Starship due to that scaffolding.
Getting sunburned.
Yeah,
It's just 20 minutes out there.
yeah.
Just t-shirt back on.
Yeah, Martin, they're moving pretty quick here at the launch site. They're, Michael says early 2023. Awesome. Is that for a human with a person inside? A launch with a person, Michael? Human. Okay, early 2023 says Michael. Everybody, cool. I'm not following any of the news and stuff like that. So maybe that's something we'd even hear on Thursday as well. But I think maybe they're just going to keep their lips tight about human launches and just focus on getting it launched, you know. They got some interesting pools here. I haven't really seen these before. I got the shot. Here, it seems we got some kind of pools for cleaning out buckets and other things. Kind of like, almost like a cattle troughs or something like that.
Got some green algae.
Got some green algae in there too, you know. So if you ever, yeah. But these are kind of new. I haven't really seen these much here.
There's 3 water tanks.
Yeah, there's 3. I got them all in sight here. Yeah. For cleaning off shovels and stuff, apparently. Look at that. You just dip your shovel in and clean it off and good to go. That's pretty smart. What do you think those black things to the left of there are? We got some other stuff piled up here on the left.
Those are concrete blocks. I think they're gonna
Oh, those. Okay, let me let you say that. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute.
They appear to be
So
large.
on the,
They look like they're really large concrete blocks.
what are we looking at?
They're
Piles of
3 skids of, or 6 skids of block, right side of the water tanks, just on the other side of the fence there in plastic. And yeah, those are concrete assembly. They look like almost cinder blocks. They look pretty big. They're not regular sized concrete blocks. They're bigger than most, as from my appearance.
Where do you think they use them?
I think they're going to build a wall over there,
Where?
right in where that scaffolding is.
Oh, okay.
That's
Part of
my-
the white tanks?
Yes,
Okay.
as kind of a blast, in case of blast, I
Oh,
think.
good idea, good idea.
I think they're required to. They can't leave those methane tanks open like that.
Oh, okay. Want to summarize again what you just said?
And we have some guys up by the broadcasting announcement.
So anyway, the summary of what he was saying is they got some big block over there just on the other side of the black wall. And we were talking earlier how there's some scaffolding and even some rebar sticking out of the ground in front of the white methane tanks. And he's Jim, Cosmic Professor Jim, being an engineer, is speculating they're going to use that block which they put next to the wall there, just to build out the maybe a new barrier, he's saying, for the methane tank area. That's the first time I'm ever hearing that 2 and 2 together.
Things are happening around here.
It's happening, everybody. That's kind of a nice shot too. So any movement on Start 20? No, there's it's still in the same spot. They were doing a bunch of work to Keenan earlier, but that I don't see any lift currently in the air over there at the base of the Starship. But there's a bunch of other stuff happening here on the site. Looks like that lift at the time of lunchtime and stuff, it kind of finished what it was doing at the base of the Starship. Oh yeah, but they are painting the white methane tanks, and they're about to move this rapid change, everybody. They're about to move this culvert that we've been seeing here, that they were just painting and scrubbing. So we'll see if they're gonna reposition this summer. This culvert was going underneath the big berm there, which is used to be right to the right of the methane tanks over there. Maybe they're going to, yeah, they're going to move it somewhere, or maybe just a little bit away from the fence or something. We'll see.
There it goes.
Oh, they're putting the SPMT under the Starship right now, says Asteroid Boy 2, everybody. So they may move the Starship. I'll keep my eyes on the Starship. Yeah, this culvert is in the air, everybody. They were just finished painting it. Maybe they want to paint the bottom. As a joke, everybody.
I just sanded it off. We did a lot of sanding.
Yeah, they just, it's still not nicely painted, but maybe they added some weatherproofing primer to it or something like that.
Oh, there's a pipe inside of it. Look
You
at
see a
that.
pipe in there? Yeah, there's a pipe below it. Maybe they were just storing that inside that area. Toward the bottom there. There's a pipe
Rolling
on a
back
stand.
now, it's rolling back.
Yeah. Keeping my eyes on the Starship too. Asteroid Boy, I believe, just said that they have a SPMT under the Starship.
Well, the scaffolding has risen. The scaffolding is higher than it was.
What are you talking
On
about?
the left side is
Oh,
that
yeah, I
scaffolding,
see that, I
and
see
it
that.
was
Okay,
all the way down.
I see it.
Now it's moving up. It's moving up.
Right.
Two guys on the scaffolding is being raised up.
That's awesome. Awesome.
A lot of activity going on today.
They're getting her done, guys. Get her done. Get her done.
Getting her done.
Now, Dakeenan, I haven't seen any stage over there by the Starship. I have seen a possible build going on toward the center, just behind this. There's a blue lift back there behind these two yellow dozers that we're seeing lift the excavators, lifting this culvert. There is an area back there which has, I'll use my hand, there's some yellow fencing over here, and they were installing a, maybe something over there is, my guess is it's gonna be over back that way, the stage. But it could be over by the Starship, we'll see.
Those guys are coordinated.
Get her done, Juan, nice. That's not that easy to do, guys. When you have,
Can't see that every day. You know?
yeah, excavators are a little bit difficult to move. So, yeah, that's Starship 20. 20, Starship 20. And that's Booster 4 on the left.
They may stack it today or tomorrow. They'll stack the Starship on top of the booster. Yeah, that's what they're going to do eventually.
In the next 2 days.
Elon comes out for a demonstration on Thursday night. Yeah, he's going to probably be right in front of us here on Thursday night at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
If they'll let us in. Now, it's not open to the public.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. We may.
Maybe he'll land in the center over there.
Pretty much what he wants, you know. But we have a great view up here. We're above the fence. You can see Mexico from up here. Yeah, it's a beautiful view. What's that? There you go.
So anyway, there's a lady out here and
There's a lot going on today.
asking
A lot of
questions
activity.
about
They're
what's
getting
going
ready
on
for
here
the
at this
show
site.
on Thursday night. These are the methane tanks. The two white tanks here are methane. That's the fuel. If you see the booster on the launch pad there, it has a corrugated
No luck, guys.
ring
She's
about
married.
2/3 the way up. You see that corrugated ring? The bottom part is oxygen, and the upper part is methane. That's where it joins the two tanks together. It's the largest rocket ever built. And it's never been fired. This is a science experiment.
All right.
That's right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Her husband over there, probably. Yeah, late. Oh, it's
Oh, look, they're all the way over there with that.
Yeah, they got that culvert
Awesome.
way over there
that
now.
Culvert.
So maybe that's, I wonder why they're putting it over. Maybe they're going to offload it onto a transport vehicle or something,
I
or
thought they were going to paint it, but I guess not.
or maybe that's going to be for the events of the
Could be.
Thursday.
Well, they're cleaning it out here. That'll give us a better view, too.
Yeah,
We can kind of see what's going on around here.
yeah, we can see better
They're
now.
cleaning stuff out. They got all that dirt out of there.
Yeah, I think so, Dickinson.
I think I got just the right burn on my chest.
I got you.
A little more on my arm.
I'll make a note of what Jim was just saying about one of the pieces of scaffolding on the tower. The ones by the quick disconnect underneath, the scaffolding underneath the quick disconnect is still there. I get that shot. See there on the left, there's still the scaffolding there.
There's not much scaffolding. It's not that
There's
heavy
enough
duty.
to stop the quick disconnect from getting raised, but
Oh, the guys are up on the bucket up there. I see that.
but there is a bucket. There is another piece of scaffolding with kind of a woodish bottom. You can see there, they've moved it up, and so that scaffolding on the top up there is movable, and they just moved it up a little ways. So that one appears to be mobile. The other pieces lower down are not, but that one is. It's kind of toward the top in the center of the screen, everybody. In the center of the screen right now. Yeah, Joey, I've got to. It's always it's a toss-up between getting the zoomed out shot or sacrificing that shot to get the zoomed in shot. Yeah, Green Sky 01. I'm with the Auto Grow Show. No, yeah, they're not going to be using that as a bunker to get a close up of these firing or anything like that. No, because yeah, no. I guess I'll keep it here a little bit.
Now there's a room, when they launch a Starship, I think they have a room full of computers somewhere in California, don't they? Isn't
Oh,
that where
really?
it's launched from? I think launch control has a bunch of computers.
Right over there.
No, I don't think so.
Build site.
I don't think so. I've seen pictures of when they
Oh, in Hawthorne.
Yeah.
All right, you want to talk about that? So,
No, I don't know.
Cosmic Jim is saying that he's seen some photos of kind of a launch site. You sure it's not Florida?
I'm not sure where it is.
Oh, okay, yeah, they got a launch site in Florida as well, everybody. But they also have the main headquarters of SpaceX over there in Hawthorne, California, everybody. And they have quite a number of city blocks full of buildings of stuff over there in Hawthorne, everybody. California, it's north of Santa Monica, north of Long Beach.
It's going up.
About
The scaffolding
if
is
you're
going up on the
lucky,
left.
it's about a 45-minute drive. If you're not lucky, I believe the traffic over there from Santa Monica to Hawthorne can be several hours long, I believe. But it is one of the space capitals of the world over there in Long Beach area. Due to all the military companies in the area, R&D, military space companies, underneath the ground over there in Long Beach from the 40s and 50s.
I used to live in Huntington Beach, Newport Beach.
Yeah, so this scaffolding up there we're seeing has been moving up and up the tower. Yeah, Dakina says the Hawthorne is for the Falcon 9 launches. Awesome.
Yeah.
Asteroid Boy 2 says launch control is at Starbase. Awesome. Thanks, Asteroid Boy.
Oh, it could be.
ICY Lime. Icy Lime. Nice profile there. Yeah, Dakina, good company here today. I would say 98% chance of no lift today for the Starship stacking.
Guy out on the
I would say about
disconnect,
98%
Is he a
no.
little guy or he's a long ways away?
Right. So there's a good view now of an individual up there on the quick disconnect.
Wow.
Icy Lime, that's where you should be up there with your Icy Lime drink.
Everything here is Texas sized.
Yeah. Yeah, they will lift it 100%, but not today is my view. Thanks, Javier. Oh, I got you. Not. That is one of those, what is it, the guy who from, I don't know, for Czechoslovakia or something? I like that. Not.
Those guys are right up there by the speakers.
Yeah. There's some men up there on a lift by the speakers while they do the attention. This is just a test of the loudspeaker system. Oh, maybe they're, you know why we're probably having all these tests? Again, what's happening on Thursday?
It's Elon's gonna be here.
And they can't have the loudspeaker sound like baloney.
It might be right here ahead of us. Why don't you go to the beach
They got to
and
get
hear
the sound speaker working
it?
correctly.
You can hear it clearly from the beach.
I understand, but there is no working on it now. Just like the reason why they're scraping away the mud off the culvert is
Cobwebs.
the cobwebs off the culvert is because we got some inspections coming up.
Have some more oxygen.
All right, we got another liquid oxygen tank coming up here.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen. What I can tell you, the Auto Grow show is I have it covered. I have a 24/7 hour camera going right now live, and knock on wood, if everything works correctly, I will get that shot no matter if I'm here or not.
Is it called Ocean Cam?
It's called 24/7 SpaceX South Texas launch site, Ocean Cam.
Okay. Cool.
So if you like to watch SpaceX launch site here 24/7 hours a day, that's what it's here on Ocean Cam as well. It's only here, but it is also here at Ocean Cam.
Yes. Spaceport, Texas.
Spaceport. Oh, thanks, the auto. So the Auto Growth Show is actually here, but there is an individual here, Cosmic Professor Jim, who also used to work in an auto location. I don't know if you want to say anything to somebody with a channel called the Auto Grow Show. It may have to do with cars, it may have to do with plants or hydroponics or something. I don't know. I assume it's with cars, but go ahead, Jim.
I wanted to be like Elon. I built 2 custom cars. One's got a Chevy 350 engine in it.
We got some music going here. I'm going to have to
And,
put it on mute here. Yeah, everybody, we got some music playing in the background. They're testing out the speakers and they got some very copyrighted music playing, so I had to mute it. If it comes up again, I will have to mute it again, but that's what's going on here. Okay, so you wanna say what you were saying about the vehicles?
Oh yeah, well I've been around cars all my life. I've done a lot of frame work and worked in Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, straightening the frames of cars, auto body paint, and I built 2 custom vehicles. One's a 3-wheeler. I used a motorcycle, converted it to a 3-wheeler, where it's driven from up front with the motorcycle as the power plant. But yeah, we love cars, we love rockets.
Don't say that. Don't say what we love.
I appreciate.
You say what you.
I appreciate cars.
Okay. Speak for yourself, man.
Okay.
You gonna speak for yourself? Just for
I
yourself.
love cars.
All right. Speak for yourself. Okay.
I love cars. I love rockets. I love the future, and it's a bright future. I think we're all going to enter into a bright future. Can I say that? No? I think we all are, but maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, we. I appreciate. I appreciate. Yeah.
Everybody, I have to cut them off there. Too much happiness. All right, everybody.
Yeah. I appreciate
Anyway,
a lot of things.
that was great. Wonderful. All right.
Oh, they're painting that Quonset now, or that.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
You can see the roller on there now.
That's wonderful. All right, everybody. Yeah, so there's people pretty much everywhere here on site. We got, the only place I don't see them is on top of the orbital tank farm here. But we got them on the left. We got people offloading. We got the vacuum trucks. We got nitrogen. We got people all over there in front of the orbital tank farm. We got people here on the methane tanks. We got them on top of the quick disconnects. We got people up there on the tower, on the lift on the tower. Thanks, Nosum. Yeah, there are a lot of people everywhere here. No string, no stone going unturned here today.
Well, they're removing that scaffolding right now.
Thanks, Nosum.
Right on the,
Yeah.
that lower scaffolding.
Nosum says to send you to go get some pizza in Michigan.
Right now, that KBR. Oh,
Yeah.
I love pizza.
So there's, you can see they're lining up the excavators here in the on the parking lot platform area, and you can see the culvert being painted some more over there. Lifts walking all over here. They got a lift on the left there. Maybe we're gonna see maybe by the end of Wednesday night or Thursday, maybe they'll sweep off this whole lot here, and maybe it'll be free of equipment or manicure, just like if you're gonna go to a Tesla car event. Maybe it'll all be organized at right angles to each other and clean. Maybe they will clean this whole site in the next couple days.
Starship as a background.
That would be my guess, but we'll
Must
see.
be right here.
See what goes on here.
Chairs or scaffolding or anything going up there.
The parking lot here to the right is filled with trucks and everything. And in the distance, we can see. I can see some of the build site back there. The new wider high bay is back that way as well. I'll zoom out and go back to the quick disconnect. There's an interesting shot up there. Don't often see a lot of people up at the top of the quick disconnect, but today there's at least 3 people up there. Kind of unusual to see so many people at the top of the booster there.
How big is your boat? Right. How close can you get? I've been to Florida, but I've never seen a launch. Never was there at the
We
right
may be
time.
about to see one of the
I'll have to, get a tour.
well pumps, one of those pumps on the pallets over there by the orbital tank farm get lifted. They just pulled out a red strap, and they have the Casper, Wyoming, says John. Nice.
Oh, okay. I like that. Yeah, that sounds cool, man.
Okay,
Everybody that knows
Crypto Tears says the, but yeah, to the right, that scaffolding has been there, but right underneath the, quick disconnect to the right there is some scaffolding there on that left side of the tower. So
taking it down.
I know the area there is on the right, and they are somewhat taking apart one of those 3 pieces there on the left of scaffolding on that left side, but I don't see that happening in the next half hour or 3 hours. They're gonna be at it for the next several hours, I believe. So we're looking at right now, it's 2 o'clock. That'll be around 5 p.m. tonight. I don't know if they would do a Starship lift and stack after 5 p.m. That might be pushing it too close to midnight. Matthew says, I'm from Rawlins, Wyoming. Awesome. Know some St. Louis. 49 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny. I'm gonna get this shot here. They're activating this crane over here.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. I'm not sure. That is College Professor Jim exiting the RV.
Need a water?
No, I'm good. Thanks. They may be testing out the area where they might be putting the well, because there is a I'll zoom in on it. To the left there of that yellow crane is a crate that they just had those straps over there in that area, and they've uncovered that with the tarp there, that well there. So I don't know what they're connecting right now to those straps. There we go. Maybe they're lifting out something. I'm not sure what they're lifting. We'll see. Neil Skinner Film says, look like they're strapping the upper disconnect arms to booster 4. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe as to secure it. Maybe securing the booster to the quick disconnect. That would make sense. Neil Skinner. What those men at the top of the booster 4 are doing. Interesting. Thanks. Yeah, there was William. There was supposed to be a road closure today. They did not cancel the road closure, as I recently checked. It is still in effect, but they did not start. They didn't start it though. They didn't cordon off the road or anything. I don't know if they forgot to or what, but they didn't activate the road closure. I'll zoom out, get the larger shot. If they start doing something with that crane, I'll zoom back in. Michael says the SpaceX crane has been connected to the quick disconnect arm most of the day. It's been disconnected. Interesting. Hey Roger, I'm gonna plan on being here Thursday night. Yes, that is in the plans. I believe I will get out here early in the day so that if or as the road closure happens, I will be here. So I'll be locked in if they do the road closure, and I will be able to be here no matter what. I'm planning to be here Thursday night. I talked about this with some people last night over at MSX, and some of the thoughts are that they would want to make it possible for people to come and watch the road closure. Watch the presentation. So, and they usually, unless they're going to be testing something, they usually don't carry out a road closure late into the night. So, if they need to do a road closure, it'll probably be during the daytime. But the thought is that they would end it before sunset, so that even if they were going to do the stacking on Thursday, that they would end the road closure in time for the people to be able to drive down here and make it to the presentation. So unless they give special access to people who are going to be coming to the event on Thursday and still keep the road closed, I don't know, but we'll see. Hey, Ja, thanks. From Hartford, Connecticut, everybody. Hartford, Connecticut. I used to live on Long Island, and we would get a good view across the ocean there, the Long Island Sound, from Long Island, Huntington to Connecticut. Roger, thanks, man. So there's at least 4 people up there on the quick disconnect. I just saw a 4th person up there. I'm going to zoom out. We'll get some other shots here. Roger says the woman in Argentina and Venezuela are all beautiful, everybody. That's pretty awesome. Good stuff. We have a strange arrangement of lifts, cranes, and backhoes and excavators here on the bottom right. Pretty interesting. Joey says that QD is now holding booster 4. I'll get a shot here in a little bit of something else. Get the shot here to the right here. You can see they took up a lot of that water over there by the main gate. Just a little bit remains there on the where they're taking it off the ground. So they've been pretty effective in removing that water from that area. Asteroid Boy 2 says the lock side of the fuel farm is done. The methane side is not finished. I'm good, Fenwolf. Thanks for the suggestion. I brought a bunch of honey with me. Roger. I think I will go get a drink of water though, so I'll leave the camera here, leave it going. Make sure it's in a good spot before I leave, and I'll be back in 5-10 minutes. Be back soon. right, back to the camera here. Doing good, everybody. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, they took off a bunch of the scaffolding, everybody. That is, good eyes. So, you can see here on the left side of the tower here, they've taken off 2 of the 3 scaffolding sections there on the left side. So that is, that's good stuff. That's what they needed to do to lift the Starship. They got that one remaining section there that we can see, that I can see. No, I didn't say anything like that. No, you see there, it's a little fuzzy, but on the left side, there's somebody up there on that scaffolding. Yeah, a little bit more scaffolding. And then I believe they may be ready to lift the Starship. Let me go to the top here. You can see they have those 2 kind of free-floating platforms there, which are able to go up and down on their own, it appears. So those don't appear to be in the way, and maybe they are preparing the way for the chopsticks. We'll see. Maybe we will get a lift of the Starship today. I don't know, but we might have to move out of the way if they do that. I'm not sure if that's they're going to do a road closure here or not, if they do decide to lift the Starship with the chopsticks. Hey, building the ELR step by step. But there are a lot of people here on site, and anytime they do a major lift like that, they clear out all the cars and the vehicles. So what I can say, Roger and other people, is the Auto Grow Show, what I can tell you is if they're going to do a lift, they're going to have to clear out all the vehicles beneath the tower here. And that is a considerable amount of vehicles. And they're going to have to, they are lifting just here on the left, just seeing now, it looks like they're lifting a concrete thing out of the way. Let me get that shot while we got it. They're lifting, looks like a concrete mixer from one side of the wall to the other. If they're going to do that lift, they got a lot of vehicles to clear out, and today seems to be a beautification day where they're doing a lot of touch-up work all over the site here. So all these trucks are going to have to be moved, all this stuff out of the way. Yeah, there's a road closure tomorrow and also on Thursday as well. Looks like they did get that scaffolding off the tower there, the remaining area of scaffolding, just in the last few moments. Yeah, there's a road closure for tomorrow, Nelson. So that appears to be it from this view here. I don't see any anything that would prevent them from lifting the chopsticks at the moment, except for the fact that there's a lot of vehicles here on site. There's definitely a lot of vehicles here on site. So it is now 2:29 in the afternoon. They could still, I don't see today as being a really big day for clearing out the area, because they got people painting, they got all these trucks down on the right. There's a lot of people on scaffolding. They would have to move all these people out and tell them to go find something better to do today than do the work that they're currently doing. So yeah, I just find it hard to believe that they would do it in the next 2 hours. Okay, Fenwolf says the road closure today has been canceled. 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. canceled. Okay. Thanks, Fenwolf. Thank you, Elon, for chiming in. Good stuff. So once again, Fenwolf has said that usually I take 2 people to tell me something, but at least we have one person saying the road closure has been canceled. I don't have a second computer here to log into the Cameron County road closure site to tell if the road closure has been canceled. Road closure has been canceled. Road closure has been canceled. The road closure has been canceled.
Okay. But
Yeah, I got it. I got you. I got you. Cosmic Jim is on the floor, but I don't know if he's processing what I just told him. I had a dream a while back where, for like 2 nights in a row at least, where I was chatting with Elon and just we're in the same room. There were other people there, so I view Elon as a friend now. I don't view him as like another guy or whatever. Elon for me is a friend because I've had 2 dreams with Elon where we're just hanging out. So sure thing, Elon. Awesome. Good stuff. Okay, getting a shot here of the site. Let's see what else is going on. Got some type of venting here. I'm not sure from where, but that was unexpected, everybody. Yeah, let me get that scaffolding shot there. Get that scaffolding. Looks like there's a little bit left up there. There's a gentleman up there on the left side of the tower there. If I had the other camera going, we would have quite a shot of that man up there. Maybe it's a lady, but I think it's a guy. So there is a here on the road. There's a vehicle. They're cleaning off they're picking up a lot of the debris here. Earlier, they were moving out some of the water that had pooled after it rained the last several days. So they've gotten it mostly dry. There's a little bit over there by the main gate, but they're doing some just road cleaning as well here. So that's where that noise is coming from. And they're actually, you can see that they have a vehicle up there. They're kind of sweeping the road as well. I've traveled all over the planet. I've been to over 50 countries, maybe closer to 100 countries. When I was younger, I did a lot of traveling. So I grew up on Long Island in New York, though. There is some gravel over there toward Pad A. Tom Tech, that's awesome, man. Wow. 6 months, Tom Tech says. Awesome, man. Thank you for the tremendous support, Tom. And I hope you're enjoying it. It's got to be worth your while here. So good stuff. Glad you enjoy it. To Keenan, yeah, the RV that I'm on top of live streaming from is Cosmic Professor Jim's RV, and he's chatting with somebody inside the RV, inside the RV. So yeah. Hey, Keenan. Yeah, the guy from the UK wasn't able to get it going yet, but maybe that might happen in the future. Chapman is the man's name. I'm going to get a view of the whole site here, and I'll come back to this Starship view in a little bit. All right. Yeah, so Martin asked about the high bay. The wider high bay is looking really good. One of the last times I did some video over there, they had it as high as the first original high bay. So they have it stacked 8 high, and I did pass by it this morning. They had some other, they'd done more work since I last videoed from up there, but yeah, it's looking good. I got to go and do some more coverage of that. They are going to go, I believe, higher than the current high bay, so it is going to be higher and wider, I believe. So. Cosmic Connection, nice to see you. Cosmic Jim is in the camper below. Yeah. Hey, Crypto Tears, I haven't heard anything about any media thing. Maybe there's something to it, or maybe not. I haven't heard anything like that, but maybe. Ben here just said that the reason the fence here in front of the launch site here is see-through was to allow the vent, the vapor, or the hot gases from the Raptors to go through, huh? We get a shot here to the right. We get a shot of what's going on over here. Nosum1234 says, could you imagine a spiral staircase if you lived inside a booster 4? Pretty interesting. I used to live in a 30-foot dome, and like a dome, half dome, geodesic, and the benefit of a booster being so tall is that you can put stuff right up against a wall if you were to turn it into a house or something. If it were, the boosters, I don't believe are going to be making it into space, what the Starships are, but yeah, spiral staircase, if you're going to make that. Now, if we look at the Starship is going to be, the Starship has a 30-foot diameter, right? About 9 meters, right? So that's close to 30 feet, right? Now, the benefit of a Starship in space or on a moon or something is there are a lot of benefits. But if you were to, if it were the benefit versus a dome structure is that it's so tall that you don't have to worry about the furniture. If there were a curve in the roof, like if you put something up toward the nose cone, then you would have problems putting something right against the wall. But further on down in the booster, you could turn that into a usable housing. Anytime you have any like a irregular wall there, then it makes things more difficult to put them right up against the wall there. But yeah, that could they could really make that comfortable. You know, I lived in a 30-foot dome for over 10 years, mostly. I built it from scratch, had it built in. It's a interesting structure to live in. Yeah. The auto grow show says it's 33 feet. Awesome, thank you. That is quite an interesting number if that is correct. Is the Starship 33 feet in diameter is the question, because that would be quite the number to make the like. Oh, so there's a lift. Yeah, there's a lift at the back of the booster 4 coming down, everybody. Good call there, Michael. A meter is 3.3 feet. Okay, good deal. Awesome. Well, it's 9 meters, I believe, across. So that's why I said, I believe it's a 9-meter diameter Starship. So 9 times 3.3 would be 29.7 feet. Ah, 3.37 times 12, huh? I don't know what we're talking about now, but NoSum says 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey Paul, have you ever heard of a super cloner? I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what that means. NoSum. That scaffolding is gone there on the left side of the tower there. Just to the right of the quick disconnect, the scaffolding is gone. Thanks, man. Cliff says 49 inches per meter. Awesome. Gathering.
Joe's watching the channel.
Oh, I saw. So Professor Jim is back on top of the RV here.
Yeah. There. Jenny Marr. He's in a hurry.
Yeah, George, we are closer to lifting of the Starship.
There's no clouds now.
We'll see. There's still a ton of vehicles at the base of this at the base of the area around the tower, though. So they would have to do an announcement to broadcast here, and maybe that'll happen later today. Otherwise, tomorrow's the next best day to be doing it.
They got all that scaffolding's gone, man. They could raise it tonight. Could. It's possible.
The Auto Grow Show says 30 foot is the width. The Fenwolf says Google says you had it right at 9 meters, but I don't know if that is exact. 9 meters over 30 foot per.
Yeah, it is.
Per Google.
Yeah, because it's about 39 inches is a meter.
How many?
39 inches.
Yeah.
A little more than 3 feet.
Michael says 39 inches a meter, and so does Cosmic Jim. They both say it at the same time. Good stuff.
Yeah, metric is much better. It's 80 tons.
Oh yeah, so they did cancel the road closure. So that is one of the major pieces of information here. Good.
That culvert's almost completely painted now.
Yeah. Let me I don't know why people are getting timed out here, but I know there's some basic Nightbot triggers that time people out, so I apologize for the timeouts. I honestly don't know why people are getting timed out, but
Howdy. How you doing? 3 minutes now. Maybe. Never know. You just never know for sure.
if any of y'all have any requests, let me know. I'm just chilling out here now. Not sure how long I'm going to stay here, but it is kind of a special day, and I may go the extra mile, even beyond the extra mile this next couple days.
It's a great view from up here. You can see Mexico.
Want to say some words?
Some more nitrogen is coming offloaded.
Saying hello to you.
Who's saying hello?
Takinin 69. All right. Well, we appreciate it. I appreciate all of the. That's what I said. You heard me. You heard me. I appreciate all the people that are here and watching everything.
Don't say anything
All
like
right.
that stuff,
I'm not
man.
saying anything.
Cosmic Professor Jim has a habit of getting going into bliss.
Going into we all the
Going
time.
into bliss. So I gotta, yeah.
Oh, they're taking Argon.
Oh, look at that, everybody. They're lifting an Argon container there. Fenwolf says from SpaceX website, overweight 120 meters, 390 foot diameter. Nine meters per 30 foot payload to low Earth orbit, 100 plus tons, 220 K lbs. So for getting funny, awesome. Johnny Carson had a musical intro with Ed McMahon in the background. All you need to do is come up with your musical intro, search the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. Okay, so for getting funny, thank you. For that comment, what I can say is it has to be copyright free. Also, it has to be free stuff. Thanks. I also know how to play musical instruments and all that too, so I could come up with something as well, or I could improvise off of something. So I'll check it out. So note to self, look at Johnny Carson's musical intro with Ed McMahon.
I met Ed McMahon.
All right, just a minute. And thank you so much, Sofa King, again. Thank you so much.
Ed McMahon was
I'm going to put Cosmic Professor Jim on because he has some words about Ed McMahon.
Yeah, I went to California, saw the Universal Studios, and I got to say hi to Ed McMahon. It was pretty fun. It was my touch with stardom, you know. I met a few people in the years I lived out in California, but it's like everybody's a little bit of a celebrity here, and we can all see what's going on. It's just like your eyes are here. Joe said, "Man," I said, "Man, it's kind of like you're here, Joe," and he agreed. You know, it's just an amazing time to be alive.
I'd say you sound like Bugsy Siegel.
Okay. Here comes the nitrogen truck. But yeah, good things are happening. From this angle, it looks like the chopsticks would hit the Starship, but it won't. If you look at a different angle.
Notice what it says to play the Price is Right theme song. I'll have to look that up.
I got harmonica. We could play some harmonica tunes if you want. But I play the blues.
You do? All right, well, people like the blues. Yeah, just don't start singing. It says no singing. I got you.
Yeah.
All right, Michael says, my son's band has a song called Space Hound. Perfect, everybody. So maybe if it's on YouTube, check out Space Hound. Awesome.
Here comes a Mercedes camper.
Yeah, that is a Mercedes camper, actually.
Nice one.
Didn't know Mercedes had a camper, but they do, actually, apparently.
They could raise it up tonight.
You think so? Well, there's maybe after. There is no road closure tonight, though.
What's that?
There's no road closure tonight. They canceled it.
It doesn't have to be a road closure.
You don't think so?
No, they can load that without any road closure.
Jim says maybe they don't need a road closure to lift this.
No.
Well, they would definitely have the sheriff out here blocking the road. That's for sure.
They moved it and everything the other day.
Yeah, well, moving is different from lifting something for the first time, you know? Especially not at nighttime. I don't think it.
There is a road closure at 10 a.m., so maybe that will go on.
Well, they canceled it today. Yeah, there's one tomorrow. Yeah.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I would imagine they would do it tomorrow if not, you know, not so much today.
It's possible. It's highly improbable.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. DeKeenan 69 says you're good at spotting things.
That's right. Yeah. Good eyes. Good eyesight. There you go. And curiosity. See, people are curious. And I find I tutor children. I help them with reading, and I find that the children are very curious. They're really the future scientists, and we're all pretty much scientists because we are inquisitive. We look and search out things, and we can see things that not everybody else can see. And one thing I asked children, I said, who's in charge of your learning? Because a lot of them say, well, the teacher's going to make me learn. I said, no. They say, well, maybe mom and dad makes me learn. No. Who is it that really makes you learn? Who's in charge of your learning? And finally they realize that it's really them. And then they start taking notes and they pay more attention and they understand that they're the ones that has to learn it. It took me a long time to figure that one out because motivation is a big part, and sometimes it doesn't take much motivation.
Okay. All right, great. Great, good stuff. Thanks, Nelson.
Joe said it's pretty amazing that you can video from on top of the car camper.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you too, Nelson. Good to get feedback. What else can we talk about?
What do you have for lunch? Talk about food.
Maybe I'll just do a zoomed out shot and leave it there for a little while. I think maybe we'll do the sounds of SpaceX launch site. Okay, so Suffocating Funny asks, how did they stack the pair the last time they were stacked? What crane was used? I believe we were using the big Kong crane. A K-O-N-G was, I believe, the Buckner crane we were using last time.
Excellent. We got a good connection.
Michael says for the Space Hound music, the music's called Space Hound Gatwick topic on YouTube. So Spacehound Gatwick for the topic on YouTube is that music we're talking about.
Right across from Starship, we're building this rocket. And are you still in Port Lavaca? I may, I got the friend in Victoria on the way down this spot. I may stop at Port Lavaca. I don't know. I'm going to be here on another month.
So NoSum1234 says, I believe he's saying yes, I was correct about the Buckner crane being used to stack the Starship on top of the booster the last time. So we had a big crane here called the Buckner crane, or the Bucky, the Kong crane. I mean, the Kong crane is what he was saying. They had a big crane here called the Kong crane. The Buckner was also being used that was a yellow crane, but the Kong crane was a different crane, and that was used to stack the Starship on the booster the last time. That was on rent, and they had to ship it out to another location. So it's no longer here at the launch site. So the belief is that the thought is that they will use the chopsticks this time to lift the Starship onto the booster. Moon dusters. Ken Smith says the RS-25 just did a full test. It is February 8th, 2022, Tuesday at 3:11 p.m. in the afternoon. Yeah, this crane here we have in front of us, the new the SpaceX white crane, also called Marvin, is not as tall as the Kong crane was. Yeah, the Buckner crane, I meant to say, Mr. Debris, the Kong, K-O-N-G, Kong crane. Yeah, the Buckner crane is, Mr. Debris is saying this is the same as the crane that's now standing beside the booster. And that Buckner crane was moved over to the high bay over there for the new wider high bay build. Lieber, yeah. It's also called the Lieber crane, Buckner or Lieber crane. I believe the Kong crane was a Lieber crane as well, so there's a specific model number also that goes for each crane. I'll do a shot here to the right of the site. Get some shots here. Thanks, Noson. Ocean Camera Space Corp. Ocean Camera Space Corp. It's easier to find. Ocean Camera. Jim's talking on the phone. I was just giving him some help on the finding the YouTube channel. Mr. Debris says the Crane X and the Buckner crane are both Lieber 11,000s, I believe. Yeah, 11,000. Good stuff. So they're kind of the identical crane, the Buckner and the new SpaceX crane. I'm not sure if it's new, but the new one here on site. They're starting to do some digging here. This is the first kind of digging I'm seeing here next to the methane tanks here. Okay, Mr. Debris says Kong was a Lieber 11,350. And maybe it had some special attachments onto the boom or something that made it extend out taller as well. They had a bunch of different colored sections of the boom and the
fellow writer. She wants me to edit some of her work. She's here in Texas.
Good stuff, guys. Theodo and Nosum. Appreciate it. Mr. Debris says Kong was a Libra 13,000. Awesome.
We're still working with a little bit of the dirt there.
Yeah.
I can hardly believe I'm here. This is just so wonderful. Good to know you, man.
So you want to talk about your engineering education and some of the stuff you learned in engineering?
Good.
You got a lot of technical stuff you can tell us?
I built 2 cars.
Forget about the cars. What else? Where'd you go to learn engineering? Maybe something else. What else did you do in your life? What kind of, besides the cars?
Oh, I have a degree in physics, so I've studied a lot of atomic
What else?
energy.
What else?
I had science. I've studied a lot of science.
You talk about some of that. Go ahead.
Yeah, physics is pretty amazing.
Don't talk about physics. Talk about science.
That is physics.
Forget the
Science is
physics.
science.
What else? What else you got? Science. What other kind of science can you talk about?
What do you want to talk about? Any field of science. I'm not interested in mollusks or any
No,
kind
forget
of sea
about
creatures.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Speak about some of that stuff.
I'm not interested in sea
Tell us what
creatures.
go ahead. Tell us about
But yeah, I've helped a lot of children and they become
no. We're talking about science here.
That's what scientists.
And forget about the kids.
You're a scientist.
I know, but tell us about something else.
What do you want to know about?
Okay. What did you do when you were a younger kid?
I read a lot.
What were you interested in?
I was interested in all things, really. I read the entire World Book when I was about 12.
You read the encyclopedia?
Entire World Book encyclopedia, yes.
Which year was that?
Oh, man, I don't remember. My dad used to sell them. He would sell encyclopedias and he had an extra set.
What year was that around?
Oh, man. In the 60s.
All right, so in the 60s, Jim here was, his dad sold encyclopedias, and you actually read the encyclopedias?
Yeah. I knew a lot about the world, you know. It really opened my mind up and it helped me with reading.
Forget it. Did you do any LSD during that time frame?
No, I've never done LSD, man. Well, how good is it? It's got to be good.
Did you do any pot?
Well, in college, you know, I don't want to inhale, you know, but no.
Oh, I remember. You told me a while back you used to be quite a pothead. You were telling me that. I only did that for 2 days of my lifetime when I was about 23 years old.
Yeah,
for 2 days, but
that's about what I did.
that's not what it sounded like when you were telling me about it.
Every
though.
2 days, yeah, I would do it.
Every 2 days, right? for how long of a time frame was that?
Oh, for a while. I like a natural high, really. I'm so happy to be alive and awake and aware and calm. I feel good. I don't need any drugs. The best drug you can get is an adrenaline high in your mind, you know. It's really a wonderful thing to be alive and conscious and aware and you know, people always want to be more than they are, but they're doing all they can.
All right, let's get back to when you were a younger kid. What were you interested in? So, there's a lot of boring stuff in the encyclopedia. What did you find out was exciting at the time when you were a young kid?
Well, I at first I thought it was boring, but really I found that the world...
There's a lot of boring stuff in the encyclopedia.
No, I thought
you can't tell me that you love everything in the encyclopedia.
At first I thought it was boring, but after a while, the world is so fascinating.
I know, but there's got to be some stuff that you were not interested in.
I would tell people about the world, and they would say, "Where did you
all right,
learn
I'm going
that?"
to cut him off. I'm going to have to cut him off. He's just feeding me the spiel here.
No, it's true.
Yeah, goodbye. You can't be interested in everything. There's got to be stuff that you're not interested in.
In mollusks.
All right, so let's get back to that.
I'm not interested in sea creatures I did.
So you didn't
pass over.
You didn't like everything in the encyclopedia.
That's right.
Oh, thank God. All right, so that's the start.
I read the Botanica about 20 years ago.
So what were you actually interested in?
Mostly science, reality, philosophy. Science is really a wonderful thing, but really better than science is philosophy.
All right, now forget about that. Were you interested in anything else?
Oh, everything. Yeah, girls. I tried to.
Oh, forget that too.
I got 3 boys.
All right. He's got 3 kids actually.
Yeah, I got 3 boys.
All right.
The youngest is 23.
What? How was your ex married now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good on you. What year did you get married?
Don't remember the year. Probably 85, maybe 86.
Maybe that's why you got divorced.
Maybe that's it. I don't have.
All right, everybody. That's enough of Jim. We gave him an opportunity
Why did you get divorced?
to speak. Good stuff, everybody.
I was interested in science fiction. My older brother was really into science fiction.
Okay, that's good.
He would hand me down these books. I read Star Wars. I read Star Wars like 2 years before the movie came out, and I kept saying they'll never put that into a movie. And they kept saying, yeah, a movie's going to be made about this book.
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
I have 3 older brothers and 2 younger sisters.
Oh, that's good. There's 6 of y'all.
It was a good family.
6.
Yeah, Dad had I had an older sister, but she passed away about a week or so after she was born. But yeah, it's been a wonderful life.
You just went off the deep end again.
He went off the
See,
deep end.
you give him a little rope, he goes off the deep end there. Okay, good stuff.
What were you interested in, Paul? That's the real question.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I was interested in space, asteroids,
Asteroids?
meteorites.
I wrote a book on meteorites and asteroids.
Cool.
I call it Professor Jim's Meteor Adventure. It's on Amazon. It's visual proof we're going around the sun.
That's wonderful. Good stuff.
I won the science fair in high school. They flew me to Rhode Island. I was in the Navy for a week.
That sounds interesting. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
You won the science fair.
Yes.
They
Regional. I won the regional science fair.
Forget about that. And then they flew you into the Navy for a week.
Yes. And
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
in Rhode Island, I was a guest of the Navy
Why?
for a week
Why?
because I won the regional science fair.
What was your science fair involving?
Nuclear, thermonuclear fusion.
Did you build a bomb?
No.
How old were you?
1 year I built a jet engine.
Forget about. Why did they bring you into the Navy?
Well, I won the science fair, and they wanted the best minds to join up. They kind of wanted us to join the Navy.
And you didn't join the Navy though.
No, if I could do it again, I probably should have. But I had a good life. But no, I didn't. My dad was in the war. He was in World War II.
What year was this in the science fair and the Navy thing?
In high school back in the 70s,
What area of the country?
up in Indiana.
Oh, up in Indiana,
Yeah, Indiana, Michigan area.
huh? Okay.
Southern Michigan,
What did you
northern
win
Indiana.
the science fair with? Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I won the regional even. I won the science local,
I got you.
and then I won the regional, and then they
Cool.
won.
So, for instance, I know a guy who I don't personally know him, but David Adair. He won the science fair in 1971. He built a fusion containment reactor, magnetic fusion containment reactor, and he apparently had like a hydrogen bomb blow up inside of a rocket nozzle, and using the magnetism, he contained the explosion, and he funneled it out the bottom of the rocket, and it went faster than the speed of sound.
Yeah, that's what we need now.
So what did you build?
We need that.
That was in 1971.
Yeah, mine was controlled thermonuclear fusion, but I was just building a model, but it wasn't that functional.
So that was in what year?
Oh, probably 69.
So fusion though, huh?
Yeah, controlled
It wasn't
thermonuclear
fusion, it was
Well,
fusion.
That's the future, man. That's what's going to be happening.
Right, apparently.
Yeah, combining the atoms like the sun.
So there are kids on the internet who have built like fusion reactors, small scale, at the age of 12 and 14 years old. Was
No,
that
I
something like you built?
Yeah, but there's no nobody's done it yet. It hasn't.
Yeah, they are. They're on the internet, YouTube.
They haven't acquired fusion yet, though.
What have they done?
They may attempt it, yes.
Well, they've had the early signs of fusion reactions. Some of these kids.
Well, maybe.
Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. That was interesting.
They're still working on it.
So this is all in Indiana, huh?
Yes, I was trying to devise a magnetic bottle with the corks on the end. I wanted to put a cork in the end of the bottle because they just squeeze the ends with magnetically, but I was trying to put a cork on the end. But they got it now. It's not a new deal now.
And how did they do that cork on the end?
It's just another magnetic field, another wire passing over the
You
end.
should look up David Adair on
Told me
YouTube.
that. I did look him up, yeah.
Did you find him?
Yeah.
Did you watch anything?
You know, I didn't watch much, but I did look him up. But he had a lot going on.
Yeah.
I read a lot.
Yeah.
I'm only on the internet 8 hours a day. I'm not addicted. It's just a lot of wonderful reading.
Michael says I built a fusion bottle rocket in junior high.
What kind of bottle rocket?
A fusion bottle rocket.
Good luck with that, you know. I built a jet engine in my base. It was a basement. It was a pulse jet engine that 1 year.
How big was it?
It was about a foot and a half
About
long.
2 or 3 feet?
Yeah, not quite, but yeah, a couple feet.
What kind of fuel did you have?
I used propane, but it was a my veins. The veins you want to have tight veins. My veins were a little fragile. It only fired for a few times. It wasn't that heavy duty. I didn't engineer it enough. I had to learn more about engineering, you know.
Cool. So then you eventually went into college and you learned engineering. Is that correct?
Yeah, and physics. I was in physics and engineering.
So you got 2 degrees. You told me a while back. What engineering did you study?
Mechanical engineer. I ended up with mechanical engineering.
And that was in what city in Indiana?
Bloomington, Indiana University.
Gotcha. All right, that's also near Purdue University over there in Indiana. And
That's near Purdue? No.
no, but Indiana is a small state, and there's Blooming. Blooming is in Indiana, right?
Yes, it's southern Indiana.
Right, and Purdue is northwest Indiana.
No, it's
I went to Purdue for 4 years. It's in the northern part of Indiana.
You went to Purdue
right,
for 4 years?
Right on the border. Yeah.
No, it's not on the northern part. It's
I know the northern part of Indiana is actually Chicago and Illinois and all.
yeah.
But for me, in relation to Indianapolis, that is the northern western part of Indiana.
It's a little north of.
Thank you very much.
But it's all.
All right, everybody.
Dame, we don't wanna
We
forget
both
about
went to
Notre
school
Dame.
in Indiana, so that's
Notre
good.
Dame, you took 4 years at Purdue.
Yep.
So did both my brothers.
Yeah.
What'd you get your degree in?
Yep.
Business.
I studied nuclear engineering for 2 years, and then I went into aviation technology for 2.5 years, flight technology.
Wow, wonderful.
Yeah.
So
I flew airplanes for 2.5
You
years.
got your pilot's license.
Commercial instrument.
You got your commercial license.
Instrument too.
Wow, that's pretty amazing, man. I had no idea.
You learn something every day, everybody.
You fly boy. You get to fly around, man. Have you traveled lately? My dad used to have 3 airplanes. He had 3.
yeah.
My dad had 3 airplanes at one time.
Were they like miniature matchbox car airplanes, or are they big airplanes?
Yeah, they were regular planes. He had a couple four-seaters. He would rent them out. He would even rent them Dad had a lot of money when he was young. He was in the war. He come out of the war and he did some flying yet.
He flew in the war as an Air Force kind of thing?
Yeah, he was a glider pilot, but they discontinued it because it was so dangerous. Because you're flying in with no engine. But yeah, he was always into pilot and flying. But I've only flown a couple planes a few times. I never really got much.
You've been like an assistant flying.
Yeah. By the time I grew up, he was out of the airplanes, and but yeah, it's been an interesting life. It's a great time to be alive. I'm so happy to be here, and I've always been amazed in aviation. And you flew out of Purdue? Did you Lafayette Airport?
Yeah, that's why I said Indiana's small. When you're flying all over to every airport in Indiana, then the state gets small.
I had no idea you were in Purdue there.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I flew to pretty much every grass airstrip in Indiana, save for maybe several in the northern part. I flew into Chicago airport. I landed there, and pretty much every other airport in Indiana, except for the ones along the northern coast of Indiana.
Did you fly into O'Hare?
Maybe that's the one I flew into, yeah.
Wow, man, that's awesome. How big a plane did you fly?
I've flown Cessnas, Pipers.
8-seater? Dual engine?
I've flown dual engine. I did 8 hours of flight time on that. I didn't get my rating in that, but I flew everything else.
Wow, that's cool, man.
Yeah, Cessna 152, Cessna 172, Cessna 150. And also the Piper aircraft, and also some larger twin-engine aircraft.
Yeah, my dad had a Piper. Now it was. You ever been to Oshkosh?
No, but I know about it.
There's the Air Fly in
Wisconsin
Experimental Aircraft Association. Right. It's pretty amazing every year. I've been up there a couple times, but they used to have a lot of hang gliders. My brother had a hang glider for years, but there's not many hang gliders around anymore.
All right, good. We're going to get back to the launch site here, check out, see what else has happened. Yeah, Piper Warrior 2 is a nice plane. Yep, good stuff. Fenwolf says he went to Cross Plains, Indiana. I don't know where that is, but that's kind of cool.
Well, I'm glad I got this spot, man. Right now you couldn't get in here if you weren't here already. This is completely filled up. Okay, there's one spot. Prove me wrong.
Question about being able to see the hooks, fluffy white clouds. Oh, the picture's out of focus. I'll use my hand. And what we have right now is the sun is getting some light directly onto the lens here. I believe that's making it look maybe a little blurry. I just opened the umbrella here. Thanks. Ah, Ken. Nice, Ken. Yeah, Purdue University is a small campus. They have a lot of big buildings over there, but the campus itself is pretty small compared to maybe some other locations. It always seems small to me.
That whole scaffolding has got a big square cage on the end there.
Maybe that's the stage right there. That would be something, huh?
Get the speakers up on
That would be something. I'll get that shot. Let me put the umbrella down.
I can hold the umbrella if you want.
That's all right. All right, one of the thoughts that we just discussed here briefly was that right here in front of the methane tanks, they are doing a bunch of scaffolding here, right? And why would they, I don't know what they're doing here with the scaffolding, but we are expecting them to maybe build a stage somewhere. Right?
Fairly close to the rocket.
Close to the rocket, right? Says Jim. And I don't know if this would be a good location for a stage or not, or maybe loudspeakers or an LCD screen or maybe a projector or something. But it's kind of odd that they are going this high with the scaffolding here in front of us, especially at this time. Why are they doing that? But that could make for a nice little platform, whatever they're using it for. And just an idea, throwing it out there, that maybe that's going to be something about the Thursday night happenings. I don't know. Yeah, fluffy white clouds. Yeah, new pipe installation. But I just wanted to make sure we didn't miss out on mentioning it as a possibility. Hey Matt, no, didn't get any invite as of yet. As far as I haven't checked my email today, but the email here is info@oceancam.space, info@oceancam.space. Instead of a .com, we have a .space email. Roger says, on another note, guys, a couple of minutes ago, President Biden just acknowledged Tesla is the #1 electric car manufacturer in the U.S. Elon responded with a meme. Cool. Yeah, so the email here again is info@oceancam, like ocean camera, but OCEANCAM .SPACE, because the easy way to remember that is we're looking to film and video the oceans on other moons and planets here in the solar system. So it's all about the ocean camera here at OceanCam. Ocean Camera Space Corp is the name of the company, Ocean Camera Space. If you wanted to send an email to Ocean Camera, oceancamera.space, I also own that domain as well, and that email is active. So info@oceancam.space, or if you want to write info@oceancamera.space, if that's easier to remember. Those are both the email here at OceanCam. Nosum, thank you. Yeah, William, the road closure was canceled today. Nosum was just kidding. Well, thank you for having me say it again, Nosum, the email. Okay, Nosum says, I saw them putting down turf yesterday. I thought it was at the build site. Yeah, so they could be doing work over there, and maybe something's going to happen there at the build site. So there is a good chance that they will also do something over there at the build site on Thursday. I'm not sure what the whole schedule is, but you know, for all I know, maybe Tim Dodd is going to be here again and be at the presentation and do the scoop on the whole show again, like he did the last time. For the last stack, Tim Dodd was here, and he followed Elon with Cosmic Perspective, the video photography on that, and they put out 3 videos detailing all the in-depth happenings here at the SpaceX launch site. So maybe that's what it's going to look. If it's anything like it was the last time they did the stack, then it would be maybe Tim Dodd here with Elon and going around here on the launch site, taking video and scooping the whole show. So maybe that's the way it's going to turn out. I don't know. Oh, cool. Good for her.
The chief hadn't got his yet. He was hoping to get an invite, but he didn't get one, at least this morning.
Oh, okay. John says the AstroTurf was laid on Sunday at the build site next to the wide bay. Cool. Oh yeah, maybe I may remember seeing that AstroTurf over there on the side of the new wider high bay. Yeah, I saw that. Well, maybe not. I saw a parking lot over there. I saw a parking lot, and where all the old mini RVs used to be, those silver RVs. That was, the last I saw, it was a dirt parking lot looking area, but maybe they turfed that over. Maybe that's what you're saying. Yeah, everyday astronaut knows them, that's right. Hey, DeKeenan, thanks, man. So John says the new road closure on Wednesday from intermittent from 1 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Intermittent. So that's tomorrow morning, everybody. Interesting. Intermittent road closure tomorrow morning from the 1 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Awesome. Intermittent road closure. So that could be due to road work, or I'm not sure, but maybe that means I need to go home now and sleep a little bit so that I can be here in the middle tomorrow morning early and see what's going to happen tomorrow morning. Yeah, maybe a stack. I'm not sure what's going on tonight. Yeah, it could be for the methane tanks. That would be John, that's a great idea. And they are doing a lot of excavating here. I think what I'll probably do tonight is I'll go home, eat something, then come back here and sleep in the truck and be on site during that road closure to see what's happening from 1 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. road closure, intermittent. Thanks for the info, John.
You're welcome to stay here.
I got you. No.
Just a suggestion.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, let's keep this non-political stream here. So that's just a warning. I can't have dividing the audience here. Non-political, everybody. Apolitical. Divine, thanks.
Well, they're opening up a whole space here. If you look at this concrete, it's clearing out.
Yeah.
They used to have more stuff back here.
Yeah.
It appears that the concrete area here is clearing out. They've moved a lot of stuff around. They moved stuff from the fence here. They moved that culvert out of the way. They've cleaned up all around the road and the fencing. It's just like there's more of an open area here now. It just appears that way to me. But, you know, besides a few lift trucks or cranes and some cars and trucks, that's all open area now. So that could be a potential for a studio or for a presentation. And you want the rockets nearby because that's the star of the show, really. And they've cleared the tower now is all clear of any scaffolding, so they could potentially lift the Starship with the chopsticks, Mechazilla. But there's a few people working up on the quick disconnect arm, and it looks like making good progress. And we'll see, but I bet they lift it before Thursday. They're going to lift the Starship most likely tomorrow, and they could lift it tonight within a possibility. As Elon says, success is one of the options. And they're digging out right across from here, and it seems like they had leveled it the other day, and now they're digging more. So I don't know, something changed. I think something happened here while they're getting more of this dirt out of here.
I don't know what the deal, Joey, is. I don't know.
Almost finished with that culvert. It's almost completely painted.
I'm gonna go get a drink of water. I'll be back soon.
I can bring your bottle up if you want.
No, that's right.
This is purified water.
Be back in another 5 minutes, everybody. Take a short break. All right, back everybody. Roger. Roger asks, what do I think they're gonna put? Where do I think they'll put the stage? Roger, I'm not sure. Maybe somewhere here at the launch site is my guess. Alright, I'm caught up, everybody. I am caught up. Nosum says he's coming down to Starbase, or maybe it's a she, I'm not sure, but good stuff, man. Yeah, Nosum, that's a no-go there. I'm looking for a lady friend, not a guy friend. Nice joke, though. Yeah.
Possible to get your phone number?
What for?
I guess I need to call you in the next couple days.
Sure. Well,
Just type it in.
okay.
Might be important. I don't know. Maybe I can give you a call when I. Is that your phone number? Then?
Yeah. When I'm live streaming, you can't call me because I have do not disturb on.
Right. Fair enough.
You won't be able to get it, but you can leave a message or send a text.
Right.
But just a nice afternoon here, everybody. Nice afternoon. Get a shot here to the right. Make it a little bit more interesting. Got the sun is going to be setting over there to the west. Nice day here. Yeah, so on that website link there's oceancam.space is the website. http www.oceancam.space, and there is all kind of information on that website if you want to reach out to us, or if you want to donate in the contact us area. There's a PayPal link. There's there's Instagram, link to the Instagram. There's a link to YouTube. There's all the links there on the oceancam.space website. I didn't say it before, but I am looking to add people to the team here at Ocean Cam, as we're looking for a COO, Chief Operating Officer. We're looking for a Chief Legal Officer, and I'm also looking for about four board members who've already had a history and a lot of involvement in some type of field, which would bring more credibility and experience and insight, and to be like a mentor or an advisor on the board as a board member here at Ocean Cam. So if you'd like to be on the board and you have a lot of experience, and we're not looking for you to do a lot of work. Maybe in the beginning there'd probably be zero work, no work for you to do. But if you do know, if you are experienced in the business world or in the space world, or as a engineer on a world platform, we'd like to, if you could bring some experience to the table here. I'm looking for at least four new board members with a variety of experience to aid us in accomplishing this mission, space mission of taking video and footage from other moons and planets, but mostly to help us to narrow down and focus and make the connections necessary to bring about that type of eventuality. Roger says, if Elon asked you to go on the first Starship to Mars, would you be willing to accept the invitation? Yeah, I might bring my girlfriend with me if I had one. I wouldn't want to go there without some woman being on the ship with me, that's for sure. You know, at least my girlfriend, right? If I had one, I would want to bring my girlfriend. That would be a bigger sell than if you were just going with a bunch of guys, right? So. Roger says, born on Earth and died on Mars. Priceless. Yeah, that'd be a nice tombstone saying. Yeah, Mr. Debris says it would depend on who else is going with him. Right? Because you wouldn't want to go to Mars with a bunch of people that you don't care for, right? Then we'd probably have a one of those. We'd have one of those space adventures that you can rent at Netflix or something like that, right? Watch one of those non-fiction space. Fiction, sorry. I normally watch non-fiction stuff, but we would have one of those fictional stories about going to another moon or planet with a bunch of people that you don't like, and then it would be the big battle, and who gets the last amounts of oxygen, or who gets the last amount of food, or you'd have one of those 100 series. The 100. There's a series I used to watch about a while back called the 100. And that was a good show. Yeah, I moved here in last year from Virginia, and in Virginia I had a girlfriend, but now out here in the wild west of South Texas, making as much money as I do and getting out as little as I do, I have not yet met a girl who I care for and who cared for me. So yeah, that's still in the works, everybody.
You know your buddy Nathan?
Yeah.
What he did out there?
Did he just die or something?
A love control, so he turned it up to 700.
I gotcha. Okay, that's good for him. I don't know if there's anything else worth seeing here. They're continuing to clean the site up, clean up the job site. That's basically what we got here. We got a big job site. We're being able to see more and more of the, I guess one of the benefits of staying for the rest of today would be to see as they clean up more and more of the site, as the more and more of the parking lot area or the landing site where the SN15 and SN11 were hoping to land. SN15 actually landed in this area. So as they clean it up more and more, we'll be able to see the opposite side of the launch site here, and maybe that'll be something worth seeing as more of it gets revealed. They are painting the so that's something I can see, one of the reasons I might want to stay here, but they are painting that culvert a blacker color right now, but I'll zoom that shot in a bit. Yeah, Stuart DeKeenan. Yeah, I was going to yoga, and then my money plummeted, so I had to cancel the yoga subscription. But yeah, I haven't been to the gym in a couple months now, since December, because I didn't have a truck to go to yoga, and then I didn't have any money to pay for the yoga. So it was a combination of two different things. I had to drop the fitness classes, but there was somebody there that was attractive, and it looked like they was interested in me, but I didn't have a truck anymore, and I didn't have any money coming in, so that's usually not a good sign when you're looking to date somebody.
You're that busy. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been spending all my money on getting I spent, how much was it? I spent $820 or $30 last month paying for a survey of the new remote camera site that we now get to watch. And I paid some more money to rent out the property for 6 months. So that's where I spent, instead of going to yoga, I spent my money on remote camera site and investing in the ability to get that camera footage. Hey William, I used to live in south of Charlottesville in a town called Faber, Virginia, next to Faber, next to Nellisford, Virginia, which is also near Wintergreen, which is also near Lovingston, Virginia. I had to say goodbye to fluffy white clouds, everybody. It's just getting on my nerves. Oh, Chesapeake, yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, so I was about 3 hours west of Virginia Beach over there. Yeah.
East, you'd be in the ocean.
Yep, yeah.
people start going up to the Starship to get
Yeah.
on board,
Yeah.
I think they'll take that little elevator, or
Yeah. Probably.
maybe 3 at a time,
Yeah, maybe.
maybe take the stairs.
That's gonna be a long time away, though. They're not gonna do people on the Starship for a long time. Yeah.
But there may be a time.
Michael was saying maybe in 2023 is Uncle Peters. Yeah.
A couple years,
Yeah. So we're in 2022 right now. 2023 would be next year, everybody.
it's coming up.
There's a lot of people up there on the quick disconnect, that's for sure. See a lot of activity up there. I'm gonna zoom in on that. There's a lot of people up there that I'm seeing moving around. See if I can see it on this camera here. Yeah, there's a lot of people up there on the quick disconnect. That's probably good enough. And they got the scaffolding removed from both sides. You can kind of see some, almost like a wet look to the areas where the scaffolding was on the, just on the right side and the left side of the tower there, next to the quick disconnect. Thanks, the auto. So yeah, it looks, they've made progress today. Yeah, next year at the auto. Yep, next year. But there was a statement by Elon a while back, around the time frame when he was mentioning about they would need to do 1 launch, 2 launches a month, I believe it was, every month to come out ahead, be cash flow positive. If they weren't able to launch 2 Starships a month, then they would maybe be on the verge of bankruptcy here. Due to the Raptor engine costs and everything like that, or apparently something like that. So, and we're now almost in March, and we haven't been able to do any launches. So, I don't know what that means. Maybe that's something we'll hear about at this Thursday at the presentation. How they're able to maneuver around that catastrophe and stay in business here. So, because they haven't been able to do any launches all of January, all of February, and so we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out, everybody.
But we will see how it turns out.
Yeah.
Just give me a hard time.
It's my show. My show.
Just give me a hard time. And it's your show. Just happy to be a small part of it.
Get some of this shot here to the right. Yeah, I got this shot here. We're seeing more and more of the launch site here. We can now see over there,
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's clearing up, everybody. Well, today's going to be a record for hours of footage here.
Activity too.
Yeah, because this stream is already 3 hours into it. I think the previous stream was 3 hours, and I have another 24-hour live stream going on over there, which is going to be 24 hours. So
There you go.
today we're really knocking out the footage, that's for sure.
That's a good deal, man. How many views?
I'm not sure. We got some pretty solid attendance today, though. Almost like 100 people every minute of today, you know. That we've been live streaming. That's pretty cool. It's a special next couple days, though. That's for sure. It's going to be a special time here right now, and the next several days to.
Especially tomorrow even.
It's a game changer for the whole company of SpaceX the next several days.
Staying up tomorrow, my God.
Yeah, if they could, yeah, that sounds interesting. You want to talk about that?
Use the chopsticks. They're planning on using the chopsticks tomorrow, which will be fascinating. This is the most amazing thing. Now, last time they used a crane to load it, but this time they're going to use the chopsticks, it appears, because the crane isn't big enough. That was when they had that big mama crane in here. It was, I forget the name of it now. But this time, it'll be even more fascinating with using the chopsticks to load it onto the booster. And the tower is ready. It's all the scaffolding is off. It's all ready to go. They need to turn the Starship around, I think, to get it oriented properly where the hookup to the QD arm, the quick disconnect arm, has to hook up to the fuel fill on the Starship. But yeah, it's kind of clearing out here. It looks like they could have an audience here, although we're not sure how it's all going to work out, but it sure is fun to watch. And a lot of activity today. I've never seen this much activity in one day, I don't think, for construction.
Yeah, the Auto Grow Show. I will be live tomorrow for sure. I may even start pretty early in the morning, so I may be live around 2 in the morning or so. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow morning.
What time in the morning you say?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock in the morning?
I might be around here. Yeah, live. Intermittent road closure from 1 to 9:30. So
No, I think it was 10 to 10, wasn't it?
no intermittent. Yeah, that's still going.
Okay.
But there's an intermittent from 1 a.m. to 9:30.
What's that?
Look it up. Someone said there was a new road closure for tomorrow morning. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this could be the night when things get really happening.
I know the Nightbot doesn't allow any curses or anything like that to be said, and so if some of y'all are getting timed out or whatever, that's what that's about. There was a comment just now about the quick disconnect on the booster, so I wanted to get that shot once more. Let me see. Thanks, Otto.
That's right. right. It's 1 a.m. to 9:30.
Yeah.
And then 10 to 10. Wow. We may have to leave in the middle of the night. They're going to close the road at 1 a.m. I'll have to leave tonight.
No, intermittent road closure. So it may be good here. You got to see if it's a beach closure too.
It doesn't mention it. It just says
Okay.
closure schedule.
So that means you may be able to be here. Intermittent road closure means you may be able to be here but not travel along the road. You know what I'm saying?
So there's Wednesday and Thursday.
Can I see that
Here's
intermittent road closure thing? Just a minute. All right.
right, there's
All right.
intermittent road closure
All right.
on Wednesday. Tomorrow.
Yeah, so intermittent closure is scheduled for tomorrow. It says for the current beach status tomorrow morning, 1 a.m. to 9:30. That maybe they're going to do something with the Starship. I don't know. That could be anything. You know, it could be anything.
Current beach status.
Today's closure was canceled. Tomorrow's scheduled still for pretty much the whole day, except for
Right.
a few hours here and there. And then there's one on Thursday too. So good stuff. So the comment that I saw here was that the quick disconnect had connected to the booster 4. I don't know if that's still the word on the street here, but yeah, I believe it's 29 Raptors on the booster right now, and it could go up to 33 on later ones, is what Mr. Debris is saying that, and I agree. That's kind of what I remember. 29 right now.
Somebody got a really nice picture of the nozzles up underneath the
Oh yeah, good deal. Good deal. I'm thinking I might head out of here in about 5 minutes, everybody. I think it's still 9:30, Bill. 1 to 9:30 in the morning. And then the other road closure starts at 10, so there's about a half hour in there for the other road closure. So
That means they're going to move something down the road.
yeah, maybe they're gonna move maybe the big methane tanks or something. I gotta go check out over there and see if they're positioning to move any of those white methane tanks, and that would be the giveaway for what they're planning to do. Getting a lot of dust here. I guess since the air is so dry and they moved out a lot of that water, then now we're starting to get some dust, you know.
Thank goodness the wind is blowing that away.
Yeah, the wind is blowing toward the south right now, so we're on the north side of the road, so that's good for us. And they're continuing to do the digging here. As far as the scaffolding here in front of the methane tanks, I've never seen them use this type of scaffolding here before. In the last year that I've been here, I've never seen this scaffolding, this type of scaffolding be here. So I don't know if they had this over there at the overlaunched platform, this type of scaffolding. I think it was a different type possibly. But yeah, so this is kind of the first time I'm seeing this here, this type of scaffolding in like the last 11 months. So I don't know if that's because they're putting on a special event here or what. Maybe that's just for maybe it's just the wall, again, like you were mentioning, for the Jim, for the new methane tank wall over there. But that seems pretty high to me, that scaffolding.
Some concrete about a week ago.
Yeah, right,
The lower part.
right.
And you can still see the rebar sticking up.
So we'll see how high they bring that rebar up, and how high that potential wall turns out to be. I do have the other live stream going, the 24/7 Ocean Cam, SpaceX 24/7 camera going. So if I do miss the lift of the Starship tonight, I will rush out here if I see it on the phone and maybe catch it a quarter of the way up or something like that. But there is a chance that I may miss it because I am going to get out of here soon. I just kind of made the decision. And the last time I made the decision like this, when I was standing up here on Cosmic Jim's RV, got down off the RV and they were lifting what we've been watching for the whole day. So there is a chance that they will start lifting the Starship once I get down there to the pavement. And then I'll have to tilt the camera upward and get that shot. That's just the way the world works. Yeah, a lot has happened over the last year, everybody. Chuck says that. Yep. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think the cosmic professor is going to wrap it up too here.
Yeah. It's a good time to break.
This evening.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's just past 4:30.
Yeah, that's a good
So
time.
good work on you. Good chatting with you today.
With you, man.
Right.
I appreciate
Jim
a lot.
says he enjoyed the show as well. And good deal, everybody. If you have any last words of final words for this
great
live
day to be
stream,
alive.
put it here in the chat. You have a phone. If you ever wanted to open your phone up for people to call in and chat live, we could do that. You want to do that? You want to share your phone number?
Yeah, that's
Yeah?
okay with me.
You want to share it now?
Well, I don't take random calls.
Oh, okay. Well, it would be random.
Yeah,
They'd be calling in
I
randomly.
I wouldn't be able to take it. Now, if they were to leave a message, then I can call them back.
Oh, I get you.
But that's okay.
Nah, forget it, everybody.
I think we'll wait
You
on
don't want to do it. If I had a second phone, I'd be.
We're streaming worldwide here, you know.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, winding it down the next 2 minutes or so. Signing out soon from SpaceX launch site. My name is Paul S. Mamakos. I will get some rest. Thank you, Fenwolf. Yeah, good day today. I get a shot of us here sitting down in our lawn chairs, just chilling out on top of the RV.
Hey, everybody.
That is Cosmic Jim, Professor Jim. He has 2 degrees, and myself, Paul S. Mamakos, Ocean Camera Space Corp, CEO of Ocean Camera Space Corp. Everybody, doing the good work, as we all are.
Yes.
Good deal.
It's quite an event. We're having a grand time here today.
Yep, they're doing some welding over there on the
tip of Texas.
on the very tip of Texas here. Doing some welding. I just saw this is the first type of welding I've seen all day.
The new tank is all painted up.
Yeah, they're the new.
Wrapping up the day
Yep.
here.
Good deal, everybody. All right. We're gonna start early tomorrow morning. I think probably around 2 in the morning. I'm gonna start maybe live streaming. That's the plan. I may fall asleep and not make it, but that's the plan. 2 in the morning.
We thank you all. I thank you all.
Yep.
Just we out there.
We covered everything here today, and coming to you live from SpaceX South Texas. It is
On top of the
time is
camper.
4:33 p.m. Tuesday, February 8th, 2022. SpaceX launch site Starbase, South Texas, Boca Chica, Texas.
We're up above
On top of
everybody.
Jim's
Above the
launch
fence.
RV site.
Up above the fence.
Signing out
Got a
in
great
5,
view
4, 3, 2. Everybody, it's been a lot of fun.
there. That's a sign off. Happy trails.
Sign